just sitting over here saying snow. That's just, it's just wrong, actually.
It is wrong. It is wrong.
And you're hearing right now from Tim Bardos. And we're here today talking about Parkinson's disease. It affects at least 1 million people in this country, mainly seniors. And Tim is here, the president and CEO of Baptist Health Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, to talk more about it. And Tim, tell us a little bit about the disease and maybe the symptoms.
Well, thank you, Liz. This is a very personal one for me. Many of our viewers know that my own dad suffered with Parkinson's before he passed away in 2010. Parkinson's disease is a chronic neurological disorder that affects nearly 1 in 100 people over the age of 60. The average age of onset is 60, although you can be diagnosed with it much younger. Take Michael J. Fox, for instance. He's battled it for years. It is a disorder of the central nervous system that affects cells in your brain, particularly it destroys the cells that control movement.
I was going to say, because when I think of it, I think of sort of uncontrollable shaking.
You can, yes.
But what are the other symptoms?
Well,
I mean, and you're saying you can, but that's not absolutely a part of it then?
Not necessarily,
okay.
No. The symptoms manifest themselves differently in each individual. And the most common symptom is a repeated shaking movement of the extremities, particularly the hand and or bodily swaying. Some people report loss of sleep, difficulty sleeping, anxiety, depression, even loss of smell, and even the pace at which the disease progresses varies from individual to individual.
Do we know what causes it, Tim?
Unfortunately, the exact cause of Parkinson's disease is unknown. The research points to genetic and environmental factors. The good news is that there's tons of research being done on things, the new medications that will help slow the progression of the disease. And of course, there's always the hope of finding a cure, and hopefully we'll see that in our lifetime.
Yeah.
But I do want to stress that anyone that gets a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease, it is not a death sentence. With medications today, you can live for many years with Parkinson's disease, and sufferers learn to manage the disease instead of letting the disease manage them.
Oh, that is good news.
Right. And lastly, Liz, aging is mandatory. Getting old is not.
All right, thank you so much. And we want to remind you that you can reach out to I always call Baptist Health because that's the website. And the phone number is 370-4700.
You got it.
I know it by heart. And we'll go to Mr. Food's Test Kitchen after the break.